In a surprising turn of events, the murder case of the renowned artist Tupac was reopened, opening the floodgates for fresh revelations from various sources. As the investigation delved deeper, glimpses of what might have transpired on that fateful night came to light, shedding new light on the mysterious circumstances surrounding Pac's untimely demise. Additionally, never-before-seen footage surfaced, capturing Pac in the moments just prior to his tragic passing, offering a unique perspective on the events leading up to that fateful day. The renewed interest in the case has sparked curiosity and intrigue among fans and investigators alike, as they seek to unravel the truth behind this enduring mystery. On September 7, 1996, the legendary Tupac, aged just 25 years old, was riding in a sleek black BMW alongside Suge Knight, the influential figure from Death Row Records. They were part of a cool caravan of around 10 cars, all heading to a nightclub after witnessing Mike Tyson's epic knockout of Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand. But things took a dark turn when a white Cadillac pulled up next to him at a red light near the Las Vegas Strip. Inside that Cadillac were 4 individuals, and one of them unleashed a hail of bullets into the passenger side of Knight's car. Tragically, Tupac, who was seated in the passenger seat, was hit 4 times, some of the bullets piercing his chest. Knight was fortunate, escaping with only superficial injuries from fragments. The news devastated fans around the music community. 6 days later, on September 13, 1996, Tupac passed away around 4:03 p.m. at the University Medical Center in LA. The hospital attributed his death to respiratory failure and cardiopulmonary arrest. The loss of Tupac was a tremendous blow to the world, leaving us with lingering questions about the events on that day. His immense talent and legacy continue to be cherished and remembered, even as we struggle to comprehend the untimely departure of this extraordinary artist. Rest in peace, Pac. Your impact will forever endure. In the year 1996, the Las Vegas police found themselves facing a daunting challenge: solving the murder of the iconic Tupac Shakur. Despite the whole high-profile nature of the case and Tupac's fame, no arrests have been made, even to this day, leading his family, fans, and fellow black artists questioning the justice system's handling of the matter. Accusations of a double standard were raised. Some argued that if the victim had been white celebrity, the police would have been all over it and spared no effort in pursuing justice. The police attributed the lack of progress to a lack of cooperation from those close to Tupac. However, upon closer examination, significant mistakes on the part of law enforcement became very apparent. Firstly, an incident involving Tupac and a gang member at a hotel prior to the shooting were disregarded. Additionally, a potential witness could have identified the attackers was not pursued, and tragically, that same witness was later shot in an unrelated incident. Moreover, the police had a lead on a white Cadillac, the same type of vehicle used by the shooters, but they failed to pursue it. Solving gang-related murders is a very complex undertaking, especially when the evidence is scarce and witnesses are reluctant to come forward and talk to the cops. The relationship between Tupac's crew and law enforcement was very strained, to say the least, and the police's unfamiliarity with gangs like the one from Compton further complicated the matter. In such cases, gaining the trust and cooperation of gang members is crucial. Respect plays a very significant role in their world, and had the detectives shown them some courtesy and respect, it's very possible they might have obtained valuable information to crack the case. However, the approach taken by the police was less than conducive to cooperation. Upon arriving at the scene, Tupac's crew was treated as suspects, with guns drawn on them, an approach that only served to incite anger among potential witnesses and further hindered the investigation. As time passed, the unsolved murder of Tupac became a haunting enigma, leaving many to wonder if the truth behind his tragic death will ever be revealed. In the aftermath of Tupac's tragic murder, the Las Vegas police never offered an apology for their aggressive approach when dealing with the rapper's crew. Attempts to gather statements from them were met with resistance as they refused to cooperate. Suge Knight made it very clear that he wasn't about to take on the role of solving homicides or snitching on anyone. The detectives found themselves grappling with what they saw as a typical gang mentality, a reluctance to speak to law enforcement. Recognizing that citizens have their rights, they choose not to push the crew further if they were unwilling to talk. However, there was one potential witness, Yafu Gaddafi Fula, who expressed a willingness to assist. Being close to Tupac, Fula believed he might have info about the perpetrators. Regrettably, though, the police failed to follow up with him effectively, neglecting to further make attempts to contact. The situation took a more troubling turn when Fula had an altercation with the police a few days later. Although he was handcuffed and searched, no charges were filed against him. Subsequently, after Tupac's passing, Fula decided to leave Las Vegas and return to New Jersey to be with his family. Meanwhile, investigators from Compton were keen to show Fula some mugshots of gang members. However, they faced difficulties reaching him. Even when they attempted to arrange a meeting through his lawyer, it was too late. Tragically, Fula was shot dead in a housing project in New Jersey, adding another layer of sorrow to the already complicated and unfortunate series of events. In the aftermath of Tupac's Tupac shooting, law enforcement in Compton took drastic measures to quell the gang war that ensued. They apprehended nearly 24 gang members, seizing their weapons and ammo in the hopes of gathering vital info about the incident. One of the individuals taken into custody was Orlando Anderson, who had ties to the gang scene. The Vegas detectives arrived, briefly conversing with him, and seemingly left it at that. However, what followed left the local authorities baffled. The Vegas detectives chose not to engage with other gang members, surprising the Compton police, who believed that these individuals might possess crucial insights into Pac's killing. Despite the opportunity at hand, the Vegas detectives appeared disinterested and hardly pursued further inquiries with Orlando or anyone else. Astonishingly, just 2 days later, Orlando was released without facing charges related to a previous gang killing, and tragically, he later lost his life in a drug-related shootout at a car wash. A New York gang investigator criticized the Vegas detectives, suggesting that they squandered a golden opportunity. When dealing with gangs, persistence is key, as one must keep pressing and apply pressure until they open up. Yet it seems as though the Vegas crew overlooked this approach. Adding to the complexity of the case, a white Cadillac emerged in Compton just 2 days after Tupac's shooting. It sported a rental sticker, and rumors circulated that the Crips brought it to a car stereo shop for repairs. There were even reports that one of Tupac's bodyguards took a shot at that car in Las Vegas. The Compton police all shared this information with the Las Vegas investigators, who claim they never received it. The local authorities diligently pursued the leads, checking rental agencies and following every possible trail. Regrettably, though, it appeared that all the Vegas detectives failed to show the same level of dedication, neglecting to thoroughly follow up on these crucial leads. Undeniably, there was a deep-seated mistrust between the Vegas police and the Compton crew. Compton had a questionable history of political corruption. Rumors circulated about potential connections between some cops and some gangs, and some of those suspicions made the Vegas investigators cautious about collaborating with the Compton crew. Once upon a time, Compton had its own police force, but fated with various trouble. They sought the expertise of the LA County authorities. The Compton gang squad was renowned as one of Southern California's finest during Tupac's shooting.
Pac saved my life. The reason why I say Pac saved my life. I got shot in the head, got grazed some other places, but I still got the bullet in my head.
However, things took a turn for the intriguing. Las Vegas cops harbored concerns about Compton city officials being too close to Suge Knight, who had some strong ties to the area and the police force. Suge's security chief was a former Compton cop, and his father had a prominent role in the gang unit. With swirling rumors linking Suge to Tupac's death, the Vegas detectives became increasingly suspicious. To appease their anxieties, the Compton chief replaced the senior Wright with Baker in the Tupac investigation. Yet the Las Vegas investigators remained guarded, unwilling to trust anyone, even those who possessed intimate knowledge of the Southside Crips. However, some former Compton officers refused to give up hope. They still believed that Tupac's murder could have been solved, and they persistently felt that all the clues were within reach. Improved cooperation, they believed, could finally bring about justice. In the year 2002, the LA Times conducted its own investigation, pointing towards a Compton gang known as the Southside Crips. This theory suggested that the motive behind the shooting was revenge, as Tupac had allegedly assaulted one of their members just hours before his death.
Yes? Yeah. Very well.
As the years passed, new developments emerged. In October of 2018, Suge Knight, the influential figure from Death Row Records, received a 28-year sentence for running over and killing a music exec named Terry Carter. During this trial, Suge claimed that he was the real target of the drive-by shooting that claimed Tupac's life. He implicated his ex-wife and the former Death Row security chief, alleging that they were behind the orchestrated attack. Amidst these revelations, another tragic event unfolded: the loss of yet another rap superstar and one of Pac's biggest rivals, Biggie Smalls. The intertwining stories of Tupac, Suge Knight, and Biggie Smalls continue to captivate, leaving many to wonder about the untold truths surrounding their legacies and the circumstances of their untimely demises. Approximately 6 months after Tupac's tragic death, the hip-hop world was struck yet again with another devastating blow. On March 9th, 1997, the notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, met his end. Many believe the B.I.G.'s shooting was somehow connected to Tupac's murder, but much like Tupac's case, it remains unsolved to this day. These two iconic rappers found themselves at the heart of the infamous East Coast-West Coast rivalry, which gripped the hip-hop community throughout the mid-90s. Tensions escalated when Tupac became involved in another shooting during a robbery at a Manhattan hotel. He openly accused B.I.G. and Diddy for having prior knowledge about the incident, but they both vehemently denied any involvement. Their feud spiraled into a frenzy, with diss tracks hurled back and forth like verbal grenades. Tupac unleashed the fiery "Hit 'em Up" directly aimed at Biggie, and in response, Biggie dropped "Who Shot You?" a track that stirred controversy but was claimed not to be aimed at Tupac. The rivalry between these two artists became legendary in the hip-hop world. And tragically, their lives were abruptly cut short, and the truth behind their untimely deaths remains a mystery to this day. Tupac and Biggie left an indelible impact on the rap game, and their legacies will forever be remembered. In more recent times, in 2018 and 2019, the Vegas police decided to re-examine this case. This decision was prompted by the release of the Netflix documentary titled Unsolved: The Tupac and Biggie Murders. In 2018, the publication of a book by Keefe D, also known as Dwayne Keith Davis, titled Compton Street Legend in 2019. Keefe D claims to be one of two surviving witnesses to the Tupac shooting, and now in July 2023, a search warrant has been issued, adding further intrigue to the case. It appears that the investigation may be reignited, raising hopes that finally, after all these years, some long-awaited answers may come to light. A recent development in the Tupac murder investigation has brought about an unexpected twist. Bullets were discovered at the residence of Keefe D. Keefe D, the uncle of Orlando Anderson, who's believed to have been involved in Tupac's 1996 shooting, has openly admitted his role in the incident, claiming to be one of the two living witnesses to the shooting. The other witness is Suge Knight, currently serving time for manslaughter in an unrelated case. Authorities obtained a search warrant and found .40 caliber bullets at the home of Keefe D's wife, Paula Clements, situated on Maple Shade Street in Henderson, Nevada. Paula owns the house. Now they're carefully examining these bullets to determine if they match the ones recovered from Tupac's body at the crime scene.
You said the shots came from the back. Big Dre, Orlando. Who shot Tupac?
To keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat.
The police have kept forensic evidence, including bullets and clothing, from the incident for over 25 years now. Their full-fledged lab analysis spans everything from that time. While the cops acknowledge that the discovery of these bullets might be a long shot, they remain hopeful that it could lead to a breakthrough in cracking this cold case. Initially, suspicions pointed to a Glock pistol as the murder weapon, but subsequent tests proved otherwise. The ATF conducted examinations, but the gun was eventually destroyed. During the search of Keefe D's residence, authorities also seized computers, hard drives, and old photos dating back to the 90s, indicating their efforts to establish connections to individuals associated with the shooting. All of this evidence will be presented to a grand jury in Vegas, who will decide whether to pursue charges against anyone involved. Despite extensive investigations, no arrests were made in connection to Tupac's murder. Orlando Anderson, the primary suspect, well, he was killed in a separate gang shootout in 1998. The unfolding of events from the MGM lobby brawl into the subsequent drive-by shooting is truly remarkable. Keefe D even documented the incident in a book, openly confessing to being in the car with Orlando and allegedly passing him the gun when tensions escalate. The mystery surrounding Tupac's tragic death continues to captivate the world, and the search for truth persists after all these years. Some intriguing new footage has just emerged, shedding light on the long-standing questions surrounding Tupac's saga. The recently released video from the Walter J. Brown Media Archives and Peabody Awards collection has sent ripples throughout the community. One particular aspect that has piqued the curiosity of many was the mysterious clothing change of Suge Knight. This footage from outside the Luxor finally provides some answers. After the altercation, Tupac was seen donning a gold shirt. However, they didn't head directly to their destination. Instead, they made a pit stop at Suge's residence to allow him to change into a different outfit. From there, they embarked on their journey to 662, and that's when things took a wild turn. They unexpectedly encountered the assailants along the way. The events surrounding this segment of the story have remained elusive, with scarce information available. Consequently, this new footage becomes all the more significant as it fills in some crucial gaps and clarifies the sequence of events. But that's not all that has surfaced regarding Tupac's murder. Interestingly, Floyd Mayweather also made his voice heard on the matter, prompted by another recently unearthed video featuring him. The continued revelations and discussions surrounding Tupac's tragic death ensure that the legend's story remains a captivating enigma. Recently, a video surfaced online featuring Floyd Mayweather, seemingly discussing the events surrounding Tupac's murder. This footage, recorded in 2014, captured Mayweather engaging in conversation with filmmaker John Singleton, addressing the tragic incident. Mayweather appeared to suggest that he was present at the scene of Tupac's shoot, describing the car driving away after the shots were fired.
We gotta go back. So the car pulled up and shot Tupac. Car pulled right here and shot Tupac at this light. Car went that way. I was living right here in 1996 when Tupac got killed. Right here. I ain't never told nobody.
However, Mayweather took to Instagram to clarify that statement, stating that he would never claim to witness the shooting firsthand. He explained that he resided in an apartment close to the location where Tupac was shot, and he merely was showing that spot to John Singleton for the filmmaker's documentary, or movie, on Tupac. Mayweather emphasized that he played no role in witnessing Tupac's death. Nevertheless, some find Mayweather's recent comments to be a hasty attempt to backtrack. In 2023, he denies claiming to witness the shooting, but in 2014 footage, he appeared to suggest otherwise, as if he was right beside Pac during the incident. Moreover, his statement about not telling anyone seems puzzling, given the fact that he lived in an apartment at the very place where Tupac's murder occurred. It's possible he misspoke using I instead of they when referring to the carpool. Nevertheless, Mayweather is eager to distance himself from any connection to Tupac's murder and does not want to be associated with the tragic event. As we conclude this journey into the life and mysteries surrounding the legendary Tupac, one thing becomes abundantly clear. His impact on the world of hip-hop and beyond remains unparalleled. Even to this day, this tragic event surrounding his untimely death back in 1996 left us with lingering questions. And over the years, various theories and investigations have attempted to shed the light on the truth. Only time's gonna reveal the entire truth that lies behind the death of Tupac. Our hope lies in the possibility of finding closure in this case and ensuring justice is served for the legendary rapper who forever changed hip-hop.